I see. We share the same hopes for the bright men and women that will one day lead our people. Indeed, and what's truly special about them is their hearts and minds, so pure yet fertile like a garden basking in the morning dew. That's why more and more of... Oh shit, they're listening to me. Ah, good afternoon, S3. Care to join in on our chat? Yeah, sure, if we're not interrupting, that is. What were the two of you discussing? His Highness there happens to be on board with... on the board of directors for a prestigious military academy in Urbonia, I see. Yeah, I think this is Cold Steel they're talking about. We were just discussing the finer details of his duties. The board of directors, that would be the individuals responsible for how the school is operated, correct? That's one hell of a side gig. It's just another one of my many schemes to get my name out there is all. I think the mayor here has contributed far more than I have. You're involved too, Mayor Kwa? He simply meant as a business partner. The IBC is the Epstein Foundation's benefactor, and it just so happens that the foundation is part of the major test that's being held at the academy. Oh, pretty cool, okay. Really? I had no idea. That does remind me, I've heard that orbital network tests have also begun in the Empire. No surprise the continent's largest bank has clout in every country in some form or another. Quite right. I dare say our little talk today was preordained by the goddess herself. What do you say to being such a guest lecturer at the academy one day if the opportunity arises? They'll have to warn you that faculty-student relationships are strictly prohibited. The way you say that almost makes it sound like you're encouraging it. Huh. An amusing fellow like yourself must be quite popular, Prince Oliver. I may just have to steal you away for a night of drinks once this is all over. I'd love nothing more, my friend. We'll have a rousing good time, you and me. Looks like His Highness and Uncle Dieter are really hitting it off. I'll say, I guess they have more in common than I realized. Nice. Okay, lots of duo I didn't expect. So, since we're on the subject, might I ask how well you can hold your liquor? I like to think I can keep upright when the libations begin to flow. Though I've certainly met my match in the past. He's talking about Aina. How curious, I detect a faint air of wistfulness about the prince. Maybe he's remembering an old drinking buddy or something. Yeah, Aina, but yeah, Shara probably is what they're talking about. Shara, we miss you too. Okay, let's do it. Okay, you know what? I got a phone call and that pissed me off, so you know what? This episode is going on extra long. You're the S3 correct from the Crossbell Police. I could have ended it right there, but no, we're not ending it just yet. I must know more. His Excellency is expecting you inside. Don't keep him waiting. Let's say less, man. Yeah, pardon us. He practically exudes arrogance. Yeah, don't talk shit. That guy's me, okay? Plus, he's a doorman, okay? You know how boring it is being a doorman? You don't need doorman in 2026 when we got electronic doors. Overbearing as Gehenna, he says. Nice. Excuse us, Chancellor Osborne. We received word that you wish to speak with the S3. Do come in. He's got a sick design, though. I'm kind of curious how strong he is, too, as like a fighter. Magnificent view, isn't it? It's fascinating to think that mankind built a structure like this to look down on the world below. These walls in which we stand are proof that we finally attained the glory the ancient civilization once held. So they are. Are you referring to the ancient Zemurians from over 1200 years ago? Yeah, but everything I heard about them makes it sound like they more or less had magic at their fingertips. Well, theirs wasn't necessarily a utopia, mind you. During last year's Liberal incident, a large floating city appeared over the kingdom. The city was constructed before the Great Collapse, yet was sealed away by human hands. It was a symbol of mankind's potential as well as its hubris. Our potential and hubris. Yeah. That's true, yeah. It was sealed away by Celeste Oslis. I still remember the lore. You seem to be a very well-informed man. I wouldn't say I know everything. As far as Crossbell is concerned, I haven't discovered nearly as much as that priest, Joachim Gwenter. Oh no. How do you... That's what we don't know that lends weight to the affairs of the world. If you had everything in the palm of your hand, life as we live, it would be helplessly mundane. No, that's not true. If I like completed every game that was on like my Steam wish list and like in my library that I wanted to beat, I would be like, my life would not be mundane. I would just find more fucking hobbies that I want to do that I know I can accomplish now before I kick the bucket. Instead, it's probably going to take me at least 5 more years to beat all the games on my Steam list. And I'm like, oh no, just imagine like Unreal Engine 6 comes out and all that. What's that? I'm rambling? You're right, keep going. Don't you agree? Wazi Hemisphere. Oh shit, she's calling out Wazi? Oh, so you know of me. Or do you? I get the sense my name is the only dirty little secret of mine you've uncovered. That would simply mean that you have no one worthy of capturing my intention. No, my interests lie far more in the realm of the War God, more specifically his successor. Yeah. The Imperial Intelligence Division. Don't think I'm not like paying attention to you saying Wazi's full name. We haven't gotten any Wazi backstory. Not in the last game, not in this game. So like there's gonna be a spotlight effect on him later. Same with Noel. Their ability to gather info is second to none. Yeah, but is it as good as Richard? Yeah, I really hope we see Richard again. Where are my manners? I am Judith Osborne, representative of the Empire of Erbonia. I have heard much about you from Lecter. Here to join me for a friendly chat before the intermission ends. Sir, where's the cookies and tea? Well then, Chancellor, what is it you want to discuss with us? You already seem all too aware of everything that's happened right now. No need to overthink it. This is nothing more than a civil conversation. There is something I would like to hear your opinion on, however. Our opinion? Yeah, I'll be frank. How long do you think your precious crossbow will last? Bit of a loaded question, isn't it? Won't music change? On the contrary, I bear no ill will intention. History tells us that no political entity can last in perpetuity. And that's discounting the Orbital Revolution, which has accelerated all aspects of the contemporary world. So how much longer can a land as contested as Crossbow withstand the coming turbulence of this era? I'm not sure. Forever! Okay, Noelle. Yeah, Noelle a real one though, you know that? She, like, in the face of absolute authority. Yeah, Noelle a real patriot. Damn. She's a real one. As long as there are citizens in the state who have the will to protect it. True. Little matters more than having a solid will, or resolve, one might say. There are rare instances in time when trends are bucked and the course of history itself is changed. The people are never truly powerless. I don't doubt the potential the resolve can hold. But as that one guy say, but the people are retarded. Then you agree? I mean, I agree with that optimism too, that like people can change the world, but like getting people to actually work together, that's the hard part. Like that's genuinely the hard part, and it gets even harder too when there's like the bigger the group is too. So yeah, but I do believe it. I really do. Yeah. It's simple. The lesser of the two will be engulfed, fanning the flames of upheaval hotter still. Wait, what did he say before? What happens when two opposing resolves clash? I suppose these hellborn fires were to emerge again and again across the land. The integrity of morality itself would be smelt into the searing heat until the world itself was ablaze. Such a phenomenon would surely be easy for you to imagine, would it not? Well, I can understand how Crossbow's resolve might seem lesser compared to that of the Empire or the Republic. But even a small flame is capable of burning bright. It's not a foregone conclusion that the larger will engulf it. Just as it wasn't when Liberal repelled the Imperial Army. That's right, it wasn't 12 years ago during the 100-Day War. Well played. Resolve is ultimately a question of tenacity. Liberal was small but tenacious. It overcame the shambolic effort the Empire put forward. There is much Crossbow could stand to glean from that moment in time. However, I remain unconvinced that Crossbellians hold the same pride and convictions that the people of Liberal do. It's true, Crossbell is much more divided. Well, that's because Crossbell is also much more multicultural too. So it has like a lot more like tourists and immigrants than, you know, like nationalists. Because Liberal was very nationalistic. Like there's a lot of people that, you know, stood up for the country because, you know, they live in the fucking country, right? Here in Crossbell, we got, you know, we got entertainment district, we got people like, we got performers, we got tourists, we got like culinary people, we got international crime syndicates. It's not that bad, you know. Like in Liberal, we only had the the intelligence division and Ouroboros, right? That was like the main threat. But I'll leave things at that. Our intermission is coming to a close. Ah, but it almost slipped my mind. Don't expect any medals from the imperial government. What? The nobility grows ever more irksome when awards are given to commoners. Okay, you got me. Talk about a kick in the chest. No medal? Consider yourselves fortunate. I rarely see His Excellency in such an agreeable mood. What? Seriously? Is that what you call it? He seems to have taken a liking to you. I understand that it may be a rough pill to swallow, but I suggest you accept what he has to say. Though perhaps it isn't my place to tell you that, given my position. I'm just the doorman. And so I door. That was horrible. Man's a damn monster. Either way, we can't let it get to us. We have to take his perspective at face value. Hey, Tio, you okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. The imagery he invoked was a little too vivid. I got lightheaded, was all. I can't blame you. Even I could feel the flames he kept talking about breathing down my neck. Calling the Blood and Iron Chancellor a monster is putting things lightly. He believes he holds the whole of Crossbow in the palm of his hand. Maybe. I'm not so sure he called us here to torment us, believe it or not. The same goes for President Rocksmith. I think the interest they've taken in us is genuine, for better or worse. Let's just take it for what it's been. A learning experience. Okay, Lloyd? Okay? Damn, like, see, this is like the small character development you miss on the, like, in the main protagonist. Because people just, like, think, oh, you know, he's just a normal character. He's just a player insert. Nah, man. See? Like, this is the smart dialogue here that Lloyd's gathered here. That's why he's the detective. He's the leader. Well, that's one way to look at it. Of course it is, man. They met with you for a reason. Relax. I think we could all take a page out of your book once in a while. No, don't take a page. Take the entire fucking book. Read it. Shit, I don't read though. No kidding. Leave it to Lloyd to make a near empty glass half full. But he's right though. There's no way we can let this slow us down. Of course not. What we should do instead is having it propel us forward. Well, in any case, that just about used up the rest of our intermission. Let's head back to Dudley and report on how both of our meetings went. Okay. The same day, 4:30 p.m. Just as Mr. Grimwood had predicted, the discourse became more turbulent in the second half of the conference. Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith continued to raise questions after biting questions, each one aimed at Crossbell's security and future. As this conversation wore on, the looks on Mayor Qua and Speaker MacDowell's faces became even more sullen and stern. The heart of the problem is that lone cult was able to cause so much public disorder in a single night, no less. Moreover, half of Crossbell's State Guard fell under their control. Quite literally, at that. Such a failure of security is unprecedented. But be that as it may, I was under the impression that we may have already covered this in full detail. But the details are not what is in question. It is the quality of your state's crisis management that so concerns us. You cannot deny the extent to which that incident endangered the lives and property of Imperial citizens in your border. What do you have to say to that? Now hold on just a moment, Chancellor. Reparations and redresses in the wake of the cult's incident have already been administered. Demanding further mirror on top of that will only serve to cast Erebonia in a most unfavorable light. Monetary compensation is not the issue either, Your Highness. I want a public statement on the Orbital network so I can cancel you. The Crossbow state government has still yet to answer how it can comprehensively guarantee its security. There is a need to protect the lives, prosperity, and economic interest of all those in and tied to Crossbow. I see what Osborne's getting at. He's trying to power play here, because then he can suggest to use the red constellation that's already in Crossbow to be that extra security. And that's how he muscles in. It's kind of bold though. Can such protection truly be assured from a state constantly mirrored in political gridlock? A state so susceptible to top-down corruption? Well, pardon me, but I've heard former Speaker Hartman was immediately removed from office upon his corruption coming to light. Crossbow's political system has proven perfectly capable of self-correction. Would a new security framework not suffice? I must disagree, your lordship. Surely you don't believe it would be that easy. Crossbow's political foundation is prone to corruption by nature. I, of course, acknowledge that Mayor Qua and Speaker MacDowell have been nothing less than outstanding statesmen. Okay, but, here comes the but. What would happen to Crossbow when they're gone? How quickly would things regress without their leadership? I apologize for my cynicism here, but corruption and government have long been inalienable. This is true not only in Crossbow, but of my own kingdom as well. Taking that into consideration, would it not be best for us to observe whether the Speaker and Mayor can bring about political reform during these terms? And pardon me for saying so, Your Highness, but I believe this is rather naive of you. But I understand why you would be so hopeful. However, the state of Crossbow cannot be so easily compared to a monarchy such as Liberal. Undermining the political system of a land that has no central or traditional authority is a simple feat. History has proven that time and time again. That may be true, but if I may, my native Calvert is founded upon our Honorable Republic Charter in lieu of a monarchy. It was an impressive undertaking by various powers and groups that gathered after our revolution 100 years ago. Yeah, that's the thing though too, since we haven't been to Calvert or Erbonia, I don't know how they're, I don't know anything about their countries. Their politics, their cities, or how big it is. I think Erbonia is fucking huge from what I hear. But I'm pretty sure Calvert is also just as big too. Liberal is really small comparatively, how they make it out to be. Crossbow's even smaller. So we've only been to kind of the small countries yet. But with that charter in place, our country knows our system can survive with dignity, even if it too may at times be stricken with corruption. What are you talking about? Doesn't Calvert have a bunch of insurrection and rebels roaming the lands? That's what Zin said at least. So you say, but it is not as though our autonomous state law isn't without its own pride and honor. I'll concede that in our state's young history, imperfections in its design have come to light. But so too is it indisputable that we have been improving upon it slowly but surely. Mr. Grimwood, may I ask how any additional laws and amendments have been passed by Crossbow's government in the last 10 years? But of course, while I don't have the exact figure in front of me, I'd estimate 50 in total. Only 50 in 10 years. But how can that be? That's an average of just 5 a year. Perhaps though the rate has been trending upwards in recent times. There were 12 laws passed last year if I'm not mistaken. Yes, though admittedly many of those were merely addendums to existing financial and orbital network provisions. Regardless, I think it's clear that we cannot assume a meaningful new security framework would be so promptly implemented. As I suspected, it would be wiser to seek alternative solutions in the interim. I agree wholeheartedly. My. I hadn't realized the two of you had become such bedfellows. Perhaps you'd care to settle the territorial dispute over the Nord Highlands as well. Nord Highlands? Hey yo, no, man. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. You can't do that. Don't piss off the Nords, man. Or they'll kick you out just like the Thalmor. Point well taken. Well, we'll have to leave discussing that matter for another day. Time is growing short, gentlemen. I advise we move on to another point of discussion. Very well. Then as we proposed by His Excellency, let us now review The Paper Act. We need to recycle more. This is bad. It's exactly what Mr. Grimwood warned us would happen. Let an Iron Chancellor and President Rocksmith are going knives out at Crossbow as we speak. Is there nothing the mayor and speaker can say in objection? Well, unfortunately, it's as they say. Crossbellion state law has more than a few structural flaws. That's what makes it so difficult for my grandfather and Uncle Dieter to deny what they're saying. Maybe. The major powers themselves were the ones who built these flaws into Crossbow during its foundation 70 years ago. They have no right to use that against us to force their own agenda. They scripted things to go down like this from the very beginning. Well, as I told you before, the discourse of the conference itself has nothing to do with us. Keep your heads on straight and see to it that we make it through the rest of the day. Yeah, I like Dudley too. He's like, yeah, I'm not too happy about this, but you know, shit, at least there's no airliner flying into this building. You know what I'm saying? Should we be another patrol in that case? No, phone call. It's me. Other me. Emma, has something... Nani? What's going on? Must have been an incident. The Red Constellation and Heiyue are both on the move. They've already shaken off our surveillance. No way. You serious? Settle down. This is nothing we weren't prepared for. Stay alert. I'll keep you posted on any further developments. Understood. Yeah, that's right. We should begin by mobilizing our officers in reserve. Damn, so this is really gonna go down, huh? What the hell are they planning? Yo, keep your cool, Randy. You know the Red Constellation wouldn't try to pull something here at the conference. Right. The brunt of the police force is protecting the entrance of the building. You don't suppose they're about to pick a fight with each other now of all times, do you? Everything we managed to figure out so far says that's unlikely. I beg your pardon? Did you just call me bald? What's going on down there? Grandfather? Oh, he stood up. Your Excellency, might I ask you to repeat yourself? I'm praying with every fiber of my being that I simply misheard you. I'll gladly say it as many times as you require. Disband the CGF. Then in its place, station security forces from abroad permanently within the state. That is the most logical course of action. Please wait a moment. Surely you aren't forgetting the terms of the Non-Aggression Pact, Chancellor Osborne. Perish the thought. We agree not to use force to solve disputes in or over Crossbow. This, however, is not an attempt at invasion. I merely state the obvious. A useless pseudo-military that loses control and threatens its own people's lives is better off dissolved. In practice, the Crossbow Guardian Force is inconsequential when placed before the Imperial or even Republican armies. It's true too. Like, unfortunately, Osborne does have a good argument because he could also be like, if the CGF like was brainwashed, they could have also like they could have been a terrorist force that attacked Airbonia's like borders and Calvert's borders too. So they have a lot of ammunition to kind of make like international invasion claims. The CGF's armored cores may as well be made of paper compared to a true tank, to say nothing of the drain on Crossbellion Mira they cost to maintain. Leave matters of state security to foreign military forces. That is the best and most cost-efficient solution for a mere autonomous territory. I would consider that far too radical an option. And just how would you propose these foreign military forces be designated? Do you, the Chancellor of Erbonia, plan on nominating the Imperial Army? That'd be rather tone-deaf, historically speaking. I don't recall saying anything of the sort. But now that you bring it up, I am willing to forgive Crossbell's past transgressions and offer the Imperial Army's aid if necessary. It's a small price to pay for the sake of peace in Western Zemuria, wouldn't you say? Settle down, everyone. There's no reason to get so worked up. I agree the Chancellor's proposal was a bit, shall we say, drastic. I do, however, share his opinion that the CGF leaves much to be desired. It is wholly inadequate when it comes to state security. Oh, and what would you propose then? This is only a suggestion, but I would advise a massive reduction of the CGF's numbers to start. In exchange, Calvert can assume responsibility for Tangram Gate, while Erbonia does the same for Belgard Gate. That way, either army would be able to respond to emergencies statewide, whether they occur here in Crossbow City or otherwise. That's hardly an improvement, Mr. President. But even so, it is worth consideration. You're an impressive man, President Rocksmith. You managed to be an excellent statesman and leader, all while fending off staunch political opposition. Damn, these two are like sucking each other off so hard right now, man. Not compared to you, Chancellor. You're reforming an entire empire while suppressing the influence of disgruntled nobles. This can't be happening. Someone do something. I've heard enough. Might I remind you that there are more than 2 countries participating in this conference. Oh, pardon me, Your Highness. The President and I may have gotten a bit sidetracked now that our discussion has progressed thus far. Would you two mind giving us your opinions on the idea? Dieter, doesn't he have like a secret weapon? Use your secret weapon. Pull up the gat. This is terrible. Absurd is more like it. Take some serious balls to spout any of this with a straight face. I hate to say it though, but it's not as though the proposals don't have any basis. Still, I was hoping things would come to this. At this point, all we can do is hope the Speaker and Mayor can stand their ground. Oh. Now of all times. Could be Dudley. Yo, it's me. Hey, it's Sergey. Sergey, what's going on? No time, I'll keep it short. Sonia just called me. The anti-aircraft radars installed at Tangram and Belgard Gate were destroyed. The same ones being used to detect any potential invading ships in cross-Balian airspace. What? She suspects it was the work of the terrorists. I already filled Dudley in. As for you guys, be careful. And get ready. Roger that. Oh shit. Are they coming in from 2 different sides? Alright. What's wrong? Yo, is it really my uncle and the others? I don't think so. No, not them. It was... Please, everyone, might I have your attention? Oh, Dieter about to review his weapon. Behold, the Samsung S19. Regarding your concerns over Crossbow's domestic security, I'd like to offer my own suggestion. Well, I thought you'd been staying a little too quiet. Let's hear it. What do you propose? Thanks. I was thinking... Everyone, get down, Mr. President. Oh my god, how did they even sneak up on us? What? Airships. Okay, Arios about to deflect the entire world right here. Guys, hide behind the tables? Adios, preserve us. Is it the terrorist? How did they even get here? Be at ease, everyone. These windows are bulletproof tempered glass. But to be safe, I must urge that you all back away from the window. Yeah, they're really trying, man. Mobilize the people. Your Highness, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Those airships just now. One of them was a high-speed Rhineford model. Yeah, I'm sure of it. The other one was a Verne Company military gunship. I see. It's to spur, like, uncertainty and distrust amongst everybody. You know, this might be crazy because I have no idea what's going to happen next, but I bet it's the DG cult. It's Gwenter's brother. I knew it. Never trust it. It's the secret twin. Right. This aligns with the reports we received that one that has been stolen. Is everyone alright? Yes, like the goddess. But where did those fiends go? Good, you should be able to hear me now. Attention, conference attendees, allow me to introduce ourselves. We are the Imperial Liberation Front. And we represent the anti-immigration faction seeking to protect the traditions and sanctity of our beloved Calvert. Wait, it's it actually is just two terrorist factions working together. What? Come on, man. Actually, it's probably more deep than that, but we'll see. I don't believe it. There really are two terrorist groups. Our causes have seen fit to form an alliance such that we may topple the respective blights that plague us. Prepare yourself. Today you meet your end. Okay, buddy. To protect the time-worn heritage of our Calvard from the despicables of the East, we will stop at nothing. That's racist, man. Preposterous. Utter drivel. Yeah, but this ain't looking too good. Here they come. What? Who? Dude, it's two ships. Relax. Nothing's gonna happen, man. Unless, like, Richard comes out there or something. I don't know why I said Richard. He was like the one person that just came to my mind. Special Forces. I mean, this has to be like somewhat DG related, right? Like, there's no way. Okay, who opened those doors? Those doors shouldn't be even open. How are they opening? Huh? They're headed straight for us? Damn, so this is what those blueprints were for. Ah, never mind that. Contact the CGF unit and stand by and have them... What? What the... Is that Pierre? Why did it just close? What in the world is going on here? Yeah, someone on the inside is a traitor, obviously. No good, the button isn't responding. Well, if you were paying attention to the scene before, who was not in that room? Almost everybody was in that room, but there's one person that wasn't in that room. That brown-haired girl from the academy. She was not there. Gah, what an Idios' name is going on? Hey, how's a girl supposed to choose a headline like this? Do something, Reigns. Yeah, what do you expect me to do? Punch the elevator. Oh, this is far from ideal. Orcus Tower security system must be under their control. This is likely the work of the hacker from yesterday. Let's move, everyone. Head to the 35th floor. We have to protect the dignitaries. Roger that. Oh, chances are the elevator's out. We're gonna have to head for the emergency stairs. Just like Final Fantasy, baby. We gotta climb all the way back down. Is anybody even in these rooms? Oh shit, there's people in here. This is normally why to be cleaning the rooms, but doesn't exactly feel appropriate right now. Just thinking about what could end up happening to us. Yeah, I can imagine. Huh? Thought so. All three are locked down. Unless we retake control of the building, we won't be able to use the elevators. So even if we manage to burst through the shutters, the actual thing still wouldn't work. Ah, forget it. Let's find the emergency stairs. But I don't wanna. Oh, there it is. What? But it was open just a moment ago. Tio, can you work your magic? I'll do what I can. You Lloyd really say, can you work your magic? Oh, Lloyd, you're hilarious, man. Can you work your magic? Just whips out her Lenovo Legion. This is trickier than I expected. Something I can't handle. Oh yeah, it opened. Oh, Tio comes in clutch yet again. It's a good thing that they didn't shut down the Wi-Fi. Hardly, the security lock on this gate wasn't particularly complex. Though now that it's been breached, the security on the other exits will likely be hidden. I may not be able to do this for all of them. Sounds like this security system has more than a few aces up its sleeves. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. We got to move on. Wait, no, not yet. I want to explore the other rooms. Okay. Who are these guys, huh? We got shields too? Oh, that's so extra, man. Yeah, get their ass, Dudley. Oh shit. Dudley, no, don't die. Imada. Smoke out the Chancellor. Okay, Arios. You'll have to get through me first. Ah, the Divine Blade of Wind. Hold your ground, attack in waves. Dude, it's over. Dude, it's fucking over, man. You got Schwarz and Mueller here. We're here to help. You three, fall back. Yeah, when you're dead. Oh no, Dudley. A guardian of the Arnor family. And the Liberalian Royal Guard. Doesn't matter. Take him down. Nah, man, Mueller clears. Look at that, he's using his suction ability. Oh shit! You see that? Dudley came back, yo. Dudley part of the team, man. Look at that. Wow, fucking show-offs. I think we can leave that group to them. Oh, hey guys. Are the dignitaries alright? Yeah, for now anyway. I'll save the talking for later, they're coming from behind too. What? Reinforcements. Something's coming this way. Oh, archaisms. Bro, I'm not scared of the metallic ninja turtles. Alright, let's get this on. What are those? Just like the ones we fought at the Mafia hideout. Never mind that. Suppress them. Get them down. Try attacker R2, S2, C2. Alright, it doesn't matter. You're all getting... You're all dead. Oh, ew, poison? Nope. None of that. So they have archaisms too? They likely came in from the roof. The rough. Aren't those things made by the Society though? Well, the terrorists could have acquired them from the black market, or perhaps. What's the matter? Look over there. The archaisms weren't the only ones stopped in their tracks. Hey. You're all monsters. There's no other choice. Plan B. Flashbang. Get back. No, it's a flashbang. Arios, just cut the door. It's closed. Getting through by force would be a tall order. Everyone. Nah, man, Arios, you could totally cut the door open. I was wondering where you were. Oh, nice job pushing him back with their tails between their legs. Maybe, but they're going to escape at this rate. Can you get it open? I don't know for sure, but I can try. It's like I feared, the security level has been increased to maximum protection. They turned on the Windows bit hacker. I'm unable to bypass it on the portable terminal, even if I use the ion system. Nah, no good. Talk to me. Yeah, I managed to hold out. Unfortunately, they... What? They take the elevator to the basement right this second? To the basement? They didn't go back up to their airships on the roof? Stop and think about why they wouldn't. They could be trying to detonate orbital bombs they placed on board those ships. What? You might be right. If that's the case. They're aiming to bury the Chancellor and President with the building itself. Well, it's no surprise terrorists would go to such lengths. Those fools. No, this is a pickle. There's no way around it. We have to get through the shutter, even if it means by brute force. Wait. We may not have to resort to that after all. Nani? Okay, Tio, another hacking moment. Well, well, look who it is. Is that Capanella? No way I get a Jonah versus Capanella. Actually, Jonah would fit in good with Gilbert. Gilbert, Jonah, and Capanella, the trio. You're the spitwad who trashed my place. I'll get you for that. You'll rue the day you cross Jonah's sacred. Release the controls to the tower at once. Ah, boy. Guess you got me cornered. Fine, this is just a little time killer anyways. I've had my fun. Good luck, boys and girls. Do your best not to bite the big one. I'm kind of curious, yeah. What was Capanella's goal in this, like, in assisting the terrorist? Like, I'm very curious to see why Ouroboros wants to be in on this. Ignore him. Focus on getting the tower back under control. Well, Jonah, did he come back too? So it would seem. Must have taken today's flight from Lemon. Done. Now restoring tower control systems. You did it. Can we use the elevators too? Yeah, I disengaged the locks. However, we have no control over the one the terrorists are using. In that case, I'll head to the roof. If anyone is to disarm the orbital bombs on board the ships, it'll have to be me. You can do that, Kilika? But of course, it's a skill any counterintelligence officer worth their weight would have. Isn't that right, Secretary Arundel? What do you say we split the work? Yeah, might as well. Then I'll accompany you there. There's a chance they may have left arcaisms behind to protect the bombs. And the rest of you should pursue the terrorists. No! I want Mueller as a side party member. You may still be able to catch them. Understood. Alright, Banning's your group is coming with us. There are 2 cells of terrorists we're dealing with. We'll likely need to split up. Roger that. Are they in the party? Oh, okay, I get Arios and Dudley. Alright. So it's the same party members. Yeah, right. Understood. We can make do with what we know. Good work, Jonah. I'll speak to you later. If the building doesn't blow up, then what Jonah have to say? He analyzed the terrorist escape route. They fled into the geofront via Orcus Tower's foundation level. By foundation, you mean the basement of the tower, right? It must lead to the one to who knows how many sectors of the geofront. Well, that won't stop us from capturing those fanatics. I refuse to let them get away and sully the name of the Crossbell Police Department any further. My sentiments exactly. I attended this international conference as a representative of the guild. Now they've assailed it right before my eyes. As a bracer, I cannot let this stand. We'll capture them, there's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, not if this elevator takes forever to get down. Though I'd probably be less nervous if it weren't for those bombs ticking away on the roof. I'm sure Kilika and Lecter will be able to handle it. After all, they have Senior Captain Schwartz and Major Vander there to back them up. Yeah, that's a real all-star bomb squad we got up there. Well, on the other hand, we on the other hand are going a heck of a way down, aren't we? Yeah, from floor 35 to B8. What do you know? The S3 has taken on Crossbell's underbelly for real now. Nah, man. Unless DG is behind this too. DG was way worse for, like, the underground. If this is just like some no-bit terrorist, then it's not that bad. Alright, can we go, guys? Sheesh, you'd think they'd be waiting their whole lives for this moment. We should hurry along ourselves. Right. They had them run along ahead so they're not in my party. I love it. Okay, I have a question, Dieter. Why do you have a freaking creepy-ass generator all the way at the bottom of your building? They did not need to be this way. And how can some rando terrorist get in here too? That's the real question. This is not what I was expecting. Am I the only one who feels a little overwhelmed here? Curious, what exactly is this place? The main shaft of Orcus Tower, I believe. This chamber is where the weight of the structure is distributed for optimal load-bearing support. Well, I heard there was something like this inside the tower, so I never expected it to be so expansive. Yeah, it's impressive. Can we keep it moving now? Yeah, let's keep going south. South. There's no monsters here yet. Shaft control room ahead. Authorized personnel only. You don't seriously think they went this way, do you? Likely not. Security measures are still in place down this direction. In that case, we should follow Dudley and Arios. Let's head south. Alright. Look here. There's only one explanation. Right. This is as far as their little collaboration took them. What? I don't see any blood. Did they just split up? What's going on? We have a problem. We're not just chasing one combined massive terrorist down here anymore. Oh no. You're saying the group trying to run off the Chancellor and the one aiming for the President split ways right here? There's no doubt in my mind. The Republican terrorists went to the C sector of the Geofront. Oh, we've never been to the C sector. We only went to the A and B. So this is C and D. All the ones from the Empire have escaped to the D sector. Choose your terrorist. How can you possibly tell? I get it. It's the footprints, isn't it? Exactly. They were in too much of a hurry to hide their tracks. In that case, we should split into two groups ourselves. If we don't make haste, one or both could manage to escape. Agreed. That'd be the best course of action. Recklin and I will follow the Calvarians to C sector. S3, you pursue the Airbonian terrorists in the D sector. What? Why divide our forces so unevenly? We would be outnumbered several times over with just the two of you. The C sector is home to a heat treatment plant. It's a difficult place to navigate for those unfamiliar with it. Conversely, the D sector is largely with more open spaces. Your greater numbers will serve you better there. Makes enough sense to me. We're running out of time, Lloyd. I say we gotta go with their plan. Fine. Dudley, Arios, be careful in there. Same to you. Our suspects are wanted terrorists that are willing to give their lives for their cause. Do not let your guard down. Right. They just didn't want to give me Arios because he's OP. I get you, game. Okay, let's move out. Our mission is to catch the terrorists before they can escape the Geofront. Right. And they've got another thing coming if they think they're getting away. But what if I try to go here? Let's trust Dudley and Arios. We need to focus on chasing the Airbonian terror, but what about all the monsters I need to collect for my compendium? Oh my god, Lloyd. You're killing me here.